All right, well, we are back with another discussion. So my mother got me, well, has been trying to get me on TikTok forever, and a friend of mine, um, Lee Riley Music, um, he is on TikTok, and I said, well, I guess I have to download it now. So with all that being said, I was promised cute cat videos and cute dog videos. Well,
And plenty of them, yes,
right?
there
and
is.
and I have found um, this young lady here, and I said, now this is interesting. So we got Ariana here, and before we get into our discussion, tell everybody who you are and who you are, where you're from, and all that good stuff.
Okay. Hello everyone. I am Ariana Perla. I am 9 years old. I am from Pennsylvania, and and also I have a brother. He is 17, and also his name is Nick.
So you are 9 years old, right?
Mhm.
That is amazing. I was nine for a whole year one time. Now, how old are you going to be when you're almost 11?
Wait, what?
How old are you going to be when you're almost 11?
Hmm. Yeah, I'm lost.
10.
What do you mean?
You're nine now, right?
Hmm.
So you got nine, and whenever you're 11, what's before 11? 10,
Hmm.
right?
10.
There you go. And how much does your mom pay you to be good?
I don't have to pay her. She's overall a really great child.
So, you had a dream,
Hmm.
right? Let's see here. Uh, go ahead and share that dream with everybody. There we go.
Okay. So I remember that I was in this room that like had like buttons and also it was white, and also then I was with my best friend, and also then we heard like a voice sounded like Alexa, but it wasn't. She said that whoever belongs to the Lord will be saved from the darkness and the war. Whoever did not believe in the Lord will be in the darkness and will be in the war. And then she repeated it again. Whoever does not belong to the Lord will be in the war and will be in darkness with no forgiveness. And also then she said, whoever does belong to the Lord will be in heaven, will be from the Lord. And also then we heard the horns, the trumpets.
Mm-hmm.
And also then me and my friend were shocked. And also then she repeated and saying, whoever belongs to the Lord will be saved from the darkness, and also will be with the Lord's protection. And then she said, whoever did not will be in war and will be in darkness and with no forgiveness. It's kind of like captured in a jail.
Right.
And also then we heard the trumpets like multiple times. And also then she said, repeated repeatedly again, saying that whoever does not belong to the Lord will be in darkness and will be in hell with no forgiveness. And then she said, whoever does belong to the Lord will be in heaven and be saved from the war and the darkness. And also then we heard the trumpets multiple times. And also then she kept saying it again. Whoever belongs to the Lord will be saved from everything, the war, the darkness, and hell. And also then and also then she said people are being brainwashed because the devil are making false lies to not be with Jesus. And also then we heard like trumpets. And also then she said, whoever belongs to the Lord will be saved from everything. And also then whoever did not belong to the Lord will be in darkness forever with no forgiveness, being trapped like a jail. And also then we heard like a trumpet blast. And also then we saw like a light around Jesus. He was coming down, and also there was clouds around the light, like going straight down. And also then when Jesus and also then we heard like the trumpets blast. And also then when Jesus came down, and she said, whoever belongs to the Lord will be with him and will be saved from everything. And also that whoever was not belong to the Lord and did not obey him and did not put the gospel and also did not put them in the hearts, will be in hell forever. And also then and also then people were like running around scared. And also then someone said that like, Jesus, please don't leave us. And also like, we need your protection. And also there was like fire coming down. And also then Jesus said, I give you all those chances to worship me and also obey me, but you left blind in sin, in your sin. And also then people were scared running around. And also then people were crying. And also then Jesus went up. And also like fire blasting down. And also then there was like darkness spreading around, like the city. And also then that's when he woke up. And also I was hearing the trumpets.
Man, that's just incredible. You know, the Bible does say that the young men, they're going to see, visions and dreams, and that's just you're literally living proof of that, and that is just that is amazing. And there we go. And there's a lot of people saying that the end is definitely near, and I have a friend who this is what's crazy. A friend of mine, but he had said back in 2017 maybe that something there's something going on. There's an expectation in the air, and something big is about to happen. And what happened a couple years ago? COVID-19. So um, it's interesting because whenever you read the Bible and you read it and you're studying it and you think, I mean, when I was your age, I mean, I was taught that the Bible is the Word of God, and everything. The Bible's true. So I had it ingrained in my brain that, okay, the Bible, the Bible is true, right? We can trust the Bible. And probably 15 or 16, and I got saved and started reading and studying the Bible. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, this is true. Um, and the end times has always had a very profound grasp on me. And it wasn't anything. It wasn't really any like different kind of church or religion or something I read on the internet. But I remember we were younger than you, me and my friend Jason. We were neighbors. My parents called us all into the living room, just assuming it was at our house, and said, "Okay, something's going on in the sky. I believe this is the rapture." So, and of course, we're all excited, and we go out to the backyard, and we were looking, and of course, I mean, it happened. So, but that sparked an interest in me. Okay, so there's obviously something to this revelation. So it was at that point, me and my friend Jason, we started studying the book of Revelation and studying the book of Daniel and all the prophets, and and it was good. And as we got older, and you'll see this as you get older too, that if you read the Bible from Genesis all the way to Revelation, you'll see a common thread that people really haven't learned their lesson. The devil has the same tricks, and he has nothing new under his sleeve. So and that's a good thing, because with Jesus Christ in us, we can easily defeat him. I mean, it's not it's one thing to say that we're Christians, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Are you with me? But to say that we're Christians, but to actually be a Christian, you know what I mean? I mean, you took a step out, and you put your the whole story on um, TikTok, and you're putting it on here on YouTube or Facebook someplace, um, and that's just really really bold. And I am a musician. Back when I don't know if I was around your age or not, but and this is kind of the same thing, but it's kind of not. But as a blossoming musician, guitarist, someone from a a church invited me to a place Friday night, and you know, Taylor Alexander said, "Hey, why don't you lead a couple of your original songs?" I'm thinking, now? And he said, "Yeah, I mean, stage is all set. We're ready for you." I said, "Well," at first I said no, and you know, one thing led to another with everybody saying, "Oh, come on, do it, do it, do it, do it." You know, keep in mind, there's this auditorium is packed out with people my age, younger, older. You know, so probably maybe well over 1,000 people, and you know, I played a couple of songs. All that to say, there is no telling how many people that you have reached with your video, and that's just amazing. Now, whenever okay, I do have a question.
Mhm.
When the you guys, so you saw Jesus, right? You saw Jesus coming in the clouds, right?
Mhm.
So, do you know if that? Well, I guess, was it day or night? Do you remember?
Um, it was kind of like it was kind of like night, let's say. Yep, like this.
Um, so, and everybody saw him, right? Everybody heard the trumpets.
Mhm.
Um, I get okay. This is going to sound funny, but what did the trumpet sound like? I know it wasn't like a trumpet like my friend Ryan would play. What was that experience like?
Like what the trumpet sounded like.
Yes.
Well, actually, it sounded like it just sounded like horns. I don't know how to explain it much,
Yeah.
but like it's kind of hard to explain. But like it's kind of like horns, but like it sounded like beautiful, and also it was kind of like horns, but a mixture with trumpets.
Right.
Like it was high a little bit.
Now, when this happened, y'all were I can't remember. Were y'all at home or were y'all out juning around town and hanging out or?
Um. Well, actually, I remember that. I guess I was like outside or I was inside, but I think I was inside.
You probably seen this picture before. Would that be a? Well, there you go. Focused in sign. Would that be a accurate picture or
No.
no? Okay, I didn't. All right. Whenever you saw Jesus coming, um, what was that experience like?
Oh, okay. I thought like it was like crazy because first I heard like Alexa, but like not Alexa. Then I saw
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Then I was screaming. I saw darkness. I saw fire. It was crazy. And I was like, I thought like I was like losing my mind.
When you saw Jesus?
No, like the screaming and the darkness coming down.
So when you saw Jesus, what would you describe you felt?
I felt like I felt like happy, but nervous at the same time.
Right.
I felt
Do what?
I felt like I felt like happy more than scared. I felt like happy more. I was
Right.
excited.
Right. Definitely. Now it's interesting. There's a in Matthew 24 or 25, it states that people are going to be doing everything basically that they were in the days of Noah, right? So, if you remember the story in Genesis on the flood, Noah was building this ark for who knows how long, and using that as a preaching platform to say, hey, there's something big going on. God's going to flood the world, and these people thought that he was crazy because back then, if you think about it, back then they probably didn't know what rain was, so back then, hey, I mean, can you believe this guy Noah? He says that water is going to come down from the sky. I mean, who would have thought? We're doing the same thing though. We're preaching that an angel is going to come and blow the trumpet, and it's it's just as crazy. But so did you? I mean, this is probably going to sound kind of cliche, but did you? Okay, how can I word this? Did you see heaven?
I just like only saw like a light around the top of the clouds.
Okay.
It was like it was like bright. I couldn't see through it.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Now, whenever do you know? Would you say that your opinion that the tribulation period has already started or about to start? What's your opinion?
She doesn't even know. I'm sorry.
Oh.
She doesn't know what. Honestly, she doesn't even know what the tribulation is, and because she doesn't read anything with Revelations, or it's not a stage yet that I put her in. So if you like, I mean, she can try answering you that question, but it's not an area of topic that I put on her. Like,
right.
Tribulation. You know it. Yes, she doesn't. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Hey, I told you that's perfect. That's good. Yeah. So when after all this happened in your was this a dream?
Mm-hmm.
A dream, okay.
Yeah. It was like vision.
A vision. Okay, cool. So whenever you had this vision, how long I guess after that point, after Jesus came and everybody got raptured, right? Whenever they got raptured, what I guess from their perspective here on Earth, what were the religious people? What were they doing? If that makes sense.
I didn't understand it right.
Do what?
I didn't really understand.
Oh, the people that were Christians, or that went to church and all that, but they were in the sense of, I mean, I guess it would be the perfect way to put it is left behind, right? Does that make sense?
So what he's saying is people who at one point, let's say they would go to church, they were, focused with God and not doing sin. But then they stopped going to church and they started doing sin again. What did you see any people that maybe were in church at one point and got stayed behind and Jesus didn't take them? Like, did you see those kinds of people or no? See, because when I asked her, I was like, well, did you see anyone that we know? Like, was there any friends? Was there any church people like that was congregated with us? And she says there were people that she didn't know, people that she's never seen before.
Right, for sure.
She saw a variety of different people, but I for what I can understand from her is she wouldn't know if the person was at one point right with God or not.
Right.
She only saw what the Lord felt it was right for her to see, is what I would say.
Right, there you go. Yeah, that's perfect. Cool. Let's see a couple more and we'll quit. Have you ever studied Revelation or Daniel or anything like that? Now you see, Mom, this is also pretty interesting because she doesn't really know all that much about Revelation,
No, she doesn't know.
and that all in itself is just really wild and crazy because you got, I guess my point is that this is 100% real. If we, I mean, forget about religion and church and all that stuff, but if you really want to look at put your spiritual glasses on and go from it with a secular or a non-Christian standpoint, some people have got to at least see and actually just realize that there's got to be something to it because the world is falling apart, man. I mean, it is insane. It's just a different world, and me and my friend Ryan, we were talking about it, and he says that it's all cultural. It's all cultural, and I heard it kind of like this: whenever things start kind of calming down, and like whenever people start, everything gets back to normal, right? You'll start seeing. I tend to think that someone's going to say, you know what, y'all are all crazy. Look at look at these gas prices. They are outrageous. Look at the price of the price of eggs. Wow. So might see it in our lifetime, but that it's going to be like it was back in the 70s or the 60s. You could go to the store, to the gas station, and fill up your car, get a snack and a drink for 25 cents or something like that. Now whenever we see that, that's when something big is going to happen. I would encourage you to study up on it, but at your own pace, because whenever you start whenever you start reading it and studying it, your eyes are going to be open and say, "Oh wow, now we got to do something." I mean, there's something more than Christians such as me and you. You got people who need Jesus, and I'll end it on this, just kind of give you a little insight of what I'm talking about. The Great Commission in Matthew 20, 28, which the Great Commission, go therefore and make disciples, and we know that, right? And we attempt to do that, and that's what we're called to do. So in Matthew chapter 28, let's read verse 16. Then the 11 disciples went away into Galilee to the mountain where Jesus had appointed them. Now keep in mind, these are the disciples. They saw Jesus. Well, they saw Jesus do all these miracles. They saw Jesus raise people from the dead. They saw him. Well, they witnessed him walking in a room after he died. But get this in verse 17. And when they saw him, they worshipped him, but some doubted. So, I would probably say you got 50-50. A couple of the disciples are, worshiping. Kind of put that into our perspective in 2023. So, these people witnessed all these things. So, and they doubted. Now here we are, we're sitting here 2,000 some years later, and we're reading this stuff, and also we are seeing the Bible in the entirety come to life. And that is amazing. Do what?
It is. It truly is.
But I hope I didn't put you on the spot too much tonight. But
actually, I was like really thankful to be here with you and have an interview.
Well, I guess that concludes tonight's podcast.